Man. Let me go ahead and get my game right since I'm looking straight. Hold on. It's been a minute. Looking rough. It's quarantine though. So, how you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's been a while. Long while actually. But let's go ahead and kick this thing off coronavirus style. Quarantine style. Top anime villains. Top 5, top 10. Why not? I mean, we ain't doing nothing. We got time. A bunch of it. Y'all see the shirt? Y'all know what time it is. Let's roll. What's good, everybody? This is your boy Snapshot J coming at you again with yet another video. Of course, this one actually the first video since this coronavirus thing popped off. So let's go ahead and have some fun, shall we? So, as I said in the beginning of the video, anime villains. Now this can go in a bunch of different ways, obviously, but some of the greatest that we have ever seen, I think across the board. Of course, you gotta mention people like Cell, Kid Buu, Madara, Pain, recently the mother from Promised Neverland. It's so many that you can pretty much name, but today I'm gonna go over my top 5 anime villains in my personal opinion. These are my favorite 5, and I think some of the criteria for anime villains, of course, is you gotta absolutely hate this. You get what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I do got my trusty iPhone here. Definitely gonna use this as like a reference just to make sure I got everything correct. Number 5 on the list for me would be King Bradley. Now, some people don't know who King Bradley is, but let me give you a little bit of a background. King Bradley is actually from the shirt that I'm wearing, Full Metal Alchemist. Now, King Bradley is the leader of the Amisters and is seen to have almost inhuman swordship. Like, he can pretty much slice up and dice up anybody at this point. He can hang with the best of the alchemists. He doesn't really lose too many times, but you know, we all know what happens at the end. He's just a cold-hearted killer in my personal opinion. I think King Bradley is. He's the epitome of what a villain should be. Like, you like him because he has good qualities, but then you hate him obviously because he's just a jerk. So number 4 would be Cell. Now, people will say, okay, you gotta put like different versions of Cell or whatever. Now, Cell is obviously from Dragon Ball Z. There were different versions of Cell. There was the regular Cell, imperfect Cell, and perfect Cell. If you have to be particular about this particular subject, would be perfect Cell. Reason being is because this man literally made his own Cell games, made his own tournament. Stood for it feel like a year. Stood in just absolute nowhere. Waited for the Z fighters to train up as much as possible. So if you can do that and set up your own situation and be one of the greatest like fighters in the universe, let alone the galaxy at the time, nobody was touching Cell at that time. Goku bowed out and swear to God his son was gonna take care of him, which is obvious. It's not like a weird thing at all. But if you want to be real and be honest about it, Cell was that guy. He stood and waited for damn near a year. You gotta give him credit. So number 3 on that list for me is actually going to be Madara from Naruto. Madara is the leader of the Katsuki clan. There's really nothing else to say. Honestly, it could be a tie between a little bit more swag to him. You know, when you think about anime drip, you put Pain up there because Pain was like the evil Naruto, I guess. In the perfect world is the evil Naruto. But back to Madara. So Madara is part of the Uchiha clan, obviously. And people like to argue a lot. So I'm not doing that. So we're gonna leave it alone. Like I said during Madara's explanation, number 2 is Pain. People ask why Pain? Why him? Pain didn't give a hell, that's why. Pain was Pain at the end of the day. Pain was that guy. number one on the list, in my personal opinion, this is my favorite of all time, is Frieza from Dragon Ball Z and Super. Frieza is, you love him because he look cool, right? But then you hate him because even you just hate him. You just hate him. I hate to love him, but I really hate him at the end of the day. He pisses me off multiple times in Dragon Ball Z. Even in the Broly movie when he decided to destroy the Saiyan world just because he felt like it. Frieza is by far, to me, the most dominant villain ever in anime history. That's just to me though. You know, everybody got their own top fives, but yeah, man. So to go back one more time, number 5 is King Bradley. Number 4 is Cell. Number 3 and number 2 actually could be tied because the way Pain whooped Naruto for a while was pretty good. But then at the same time, Madara is Madara at the end of the day. And number 1 is Frieza for me. What's your top 5? That's what I honestly want to know. What is your top 5? Let me know in the comments at the bottom. If some that you didn't like in here, of course, let me know. Obviously, we can chat it up. We can, you can spark it up in the comments. But in the meantime, man, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And of course, this is the welcome back version of everything. In the midst of this coronavirus stuff, in the midst of sheltering in place, first of all, like the video. That's simple. Second of all, comment like I asked. And the biggest thing of all time that I always ask is subscribe. We up to 137 subscribers, which is really, really cool. So I do greatly appreciate that so much. I'm glad I'm at least a little bit interesting to y'all, entertaining to y'all, and that's what I want to do, is continue to bring content in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of everything that's going on in the world, in the midst of people dying left and right. Want to bring a little bit of happiness, a little bit of things to kind of take your mind off. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much once again. It's your boy Snapshot J. I'm signing off. Peace.